Hey everybody, play at 1.5 times speed or 2.0 times speed. That being said, I got permission from Connor to react to his reaction of Azur Promilia, and I cannot wait. So let's see what he says.
Everybody keeps talking about this freaking Azur Promilia game. Let's go in and take a look. I mean, is it really as good as people are saying? Because I've been seeing like nothing but praise for it on Twitter all day. Manju Studios. Now, if
Probably.
I understand correctly, this is the company who did Azur Lane. Oh, no sub.
The company that did Azur Lane was Yangshi, but Manju is under the same development team. There's branches. And Manju and Yangshi are one branch. Or, I mean, two separate branches. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me down below, but I don't think so, but hey, I could be.
Subtitles apparently. So I have no idea what they're saying. It's probably just some vague stuff. They usually drop some vague esoteric things in trailers like this. I don't know what else it would be. Why does everyone keep talking about this? Okay. Looking good. There's a lot of animals they're featuring there. Okay. I'm liking the vibe so far. Okay. Okay. She's riding on it. That's cool. I'm still really hesitant right now because clearly this is like a pre-rendered sequence and you can get burned on pre-rendered sequences. So let's keep going.
He's not wrong.
I will say though, the detail in the models looks really good. The lighting looks really good. I don't literal children, okay.
Nickelodeon was kid everything, but that marked one of the darkest chapters.
Don't mind the ads, by the way. The ads that I get, they're a pain in the butt.
Ooh, what's she? Is that gonna be like an actual traversal thing, or is that just like a for the video thing? Seems like they got a lot for the furries in here. Oh, she's cute. Okay, I'm guessing blue hair and red hair there were playable. Okay. Okay. Jeez. Two things I've noticed so far. One, all the characters look really good. They are.
Yes, they look really good. Lot better than Nikkei in my opinion, but they do look good, far better than Nikkei in my opinion. But that anyway.
Are detailed very well. From everybody that we can see is playable. The NPCs also look very lively. Two, I don't know if we've seen like a single male character assuming like playable. Maybe some
No, we have not seen a single male character.
NPCs, but I don't know if we've seen like a single male playable character so far yet. Sky whales! Oh, I freaking love sky whales. Whoa! Is that gonna be like a real mount? Or is that gonna be like a fast travel mechanic? I hope that's not like a fast travel mechanic. Yo, that looked beautiful. I'm really liking the color in this. I'm getting a little. People aren't gonna like this comparison. I'm getting some Nino Kuni kind of vibes here, which is also like actually making me a little bit hesitant here on the Nino Kuni, like the MMO they did for it. But
Honestly, I could understand that.
I haven't actually looked at what this is supposed to be, if it's actually meant to be that or not. Now it should go into a gameplay demonstration here. Let's see. Okay, starting off with flying. Let's freaking go. I can't. I think they were controlling that. Okay, character switching. 3-team party. Seems pretty classic. Holy smokes, this looks really polished. Has there been any news about this prior to today?
Honestly, not that I'm aware of. I could be wrong.
Like, this looks really good. Okay, collecting resources from breaking bushes. Freaking animal companion! Holy. Is this like... Bruh. They like went Pal World with it. Definitely getting some Pal World vibes from this so far, but I mean like based on the timeline of and like the release of Pal World, like there's no way that they actually directly copied that. But just like from what I'm seeing here, like I'm definitely getting a lot of those vibes. I guess you could say Pokemon, because if Pal World was inspired by Pokemon, but this looks really good so far. Looking really polished. Ooh, I liked that trigger into the battle. Very JRPG with the on-screen graphics there, with like the battle, the counter. Even the numbers feel a little more reminiscent of like JRPG versus something like Genshin. I'm really noticing that. The movements look really fluid. Animation's pretty good.
Yo, these are amazing. Wow. Wow. That's good.
Wow, these are good.
It's delicious. What if I told you that you
Okay. Okay. So far what I'm catching in this, like, man, that crystal thing looks really cool. Like, kind of like a big hook. Oh my gosh, I see why though. All right. Okay.
Yeah, completely unique UI. Apparently they got tired of copying Genshin so much, or hearing from people, oh, it's just a Genshin copy, and they're just like, yeah, no, we'll just divert from that. Because, there's not one UI, only there's like a crap ton of UI ideas that people could use. They haven't exactly, but this one does.
These characters, very cute. Very well designed. I really like the repositioning. I feel like that's something I kind of saw for the first time in like Zenless Zone Zero.
Was it from Zenless on Zero? I know the repositioning is relatively new. But was it from ZZZ? Huh.
Okay. And then they have a literal child. I don't.
Yes, a literal child. Well, two.
like child characters in these games. But it's just me. But hello. Sheesh. She's got like wings. Hey, yo, what's going on? And then, yeah, we saw her in kind of the opening preview cinematic. Really liking the UI and interface here. Holy moly, she's gorgeous. Very elegant. And another child character. I don't know why games always feel the need to add like these like child characters. Like I'm
Because people are weird and they like child characters. I don't know why. But I agree with you, Connor.
totally okay with everybody being an adult. I don't need to have children characters in these, okay? It's never really made sense to me. I've never really been a big fan of it, okay? Looks at some voice lines and stuff. I will say, like, whoa, she looks, what's that anime she looks like she's from?
Wait, what?
Looks at some voice lines and stuff. I will say, like, whoa, she
Okay, so it's on her.
looks, what's that anime she looks like she's from?
Uh, I don't know where that animation is from, but to me, what first popped in my head when I saw that character was Rin from Outer Plane.
They're flying through. Oh, I love that lance. Oh, I want to see her combat. I want to see that lance.
I honestly want to see if they are going to do like a defensive lance combat style or an offensive lance combat style when or both when it's released, because like when it's released there's gonna be one set style, um but will they add, like, say the one set style right now is defense, will they add an offense lance user, or and then will they add like a mixture of both lance user, so there's defense and offensive capabilities? That I think would be interesting to find out.
Combat. You don't see a ton of lance stuff in games like this. These menus in UI, like in the UI, is looking really good. Okay, in each character
Unique. They all look unique.
gets a companion. Okay, sweet. And that's straight up, that's like an evolved form. So clearly these creatures have like evolved forms for them.
Yes, they do. From seeing this, yes, they do.
Man, it feels like a lot like the ecosystem. Like with Wuthering Waves, how they're doing that, except like
Uh, I'll let him finish.
this is way more like Traveling Companion versus just like, I don't know, channeling the echoes and Wuthering Waves for its combat. Gee.
Okay, we need to go back. Sorry.
Like with Wuthering Waves, how they're doing that, except like this is way more like Traveling Companion versus just like, I don't know, channeling the echoes and Wuthering Waves for its combat. Gee.
Okay. Oh, you mean like they are literally going around with you instead of just appearing after clicking a button or something to use an ability like in Wuthering Waves. Did I get that right? I don't know. Connor, you might need to explain something to me if you watch.
Jeez. Holy. Here's something that's really big that's crossed my mind so far with looking at this gameplay. It seems like there's going to be a really big hook on these traveling companions and with the characters, and I can see that being a big thing that would compete with something like Genshin and like in their own hook. It seems like the characters have a lot of personality and a lot of charm, and something that could really contend with that. Like, I know we've talked about in other videos, like one of the major hooks that we think Wuthering Waves can really stand out is on its action combat and being more competitive. This seems to be taking a little bit of a different angle, but maybe we'll see a little more combat. In my opinion on that might change, but so far that's what I'm kind of seeing from this.
At Amica Insurance, we know this isn't a car. It's
Yo. So this is that Lance. Oh, they switched off. Okay. Okay. They're using the creatures for like the world puzzles. Love that. Love that. I wonder if you can do that puzzle without the creature though. So this is that Lance. Oh, they switched off. Okay. Okay. They're using the creatures for like the world puzzles. Love that. Love that.
Okay, so we got the riding mount right here. We got the flying mount right here. What are the other three? Huh.
I wonder if you can do that puzzle without the creature though. That's I don't wonder. Oh, more mounts. Let's go. I would have liked to see a different mount. The turning's a little bit janky there for me. Like, maybe I'm a little bit like old-fashioned in the gameplay. I don't know. I would like to see that be a little more gradual. It seems a little jittery just being able to be like, like I'd like to see a little more of a transition to the other.
Not wrong. Not wrong. He is not wrong. I would like to see that as well. So, you're not alone there.
The other angle. Let's see. So is this for like leveling up or something? Oh, she's got like horns. I didn't even notice that before. She's also super cute. Is she like the main character or something? But oh jeez. Oh my gosh.
I know it's a kid, but I do have to admit the combat of the kid is looking good.
Yeah, some of this UI feels very reminiscent of like a Final Fantasy, and I'm like I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Oh, it looks like she's got like a blade ring. Oh, that's cool. Like the hula hoop ring. I don't remember what that's called. Really cool variety in the combat we're seeing. Like we're not seeing like, you know, three of the characters are all so
Isn't that like a Chinese, yeah, a Chinese origin of a weapon? Um that the ring weapon I think is it's from the Chinese. You see it more over in China than like in the history and everything. You see those a lot more. But I do forget the name. Sorry about that.
Sword wielding characters. Like we've got like lances, spears, giant hammers, that like katana that we saw before. Really cool looking stuff. Oh, yeah. I really like that spear though. The slow-mo kill on the end of the combat. This is crazy. To my knowledge, I haven't seen anything posted about this game literally up until all of a sudden they dropped like a trailer and a full gameplay demonstration, like just out of nowhere. Like, this is absolutely wild. Like, this looks so polished. Now, look, maybe this is just a vertical slice and they've just like really completed everything in this one zone with like these characters. But I mean, like, there's a pretty big roster of characters there that looks like they're all complete and they're really demoing all of them. So, I mean, maybe they're still not as far in development as we think and they have a lot more zones to fill out. But at least from this presumably vertical slice that we're seeing so far, it's looking really good.
You're not wrong.
Okay. I like the auto collect there. Don't make me press F a million times to pick something up. Okay, eggs, very similar to Pal World. I like how the farming is just like you breaking things as opposed to you need to go around again, like spam like F, like pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. I'm tired of the mint and berries, my dudes. There's a lot of like this like furry like animal hybrid stuff. Whoa, did she just spawn that camp?
Inform the players. Log in and get 1,000 draws.
Or did that spawn around that rock? Oh, I think it spawned around the rock. Okay, okay. The character just like spawned that. It is definitely very like Power World where the creatures are there doing the farming. This is crazy seeing this coming from a developer like this is the Azur Lane developer, right? This is crazy. Finding an egg. Let's go. Man, this is really good. One thing I'm noticing too, and it was kind of a criticism of Weather Waves, is the world felt a little bit empty. It's looking really dense here from what we're seeing so far too, just from like the fauna, the animal life. Everything is looking really good.
You're not wrong. That is extremely true. It looks pretty dense.
Good. That water is making my gamer brain pretty happy because for some reason gamers, we just love to look at water.
The first mention of water, and I am actually so happy to hear that.
It's just a very important thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, if they're introducing flying mounts, this has got to be a pretty big world, right? Like to justify flying mounts, I feel like you're really trying to push it a lot. I mean, from what we're seeing there, it seems fairly large. Wow, okay. A lot of these crystals sticking up is really cool. I think the flying speed's okay. I was trying to gauge there, like, how much would we like that or not.
Well, to be honest, the flying speed is faster than the the glider speed in, say, Wuthering Waves or Genshin Impact. So, I mean, it, it, it seems good to me.
Oh, did you just land in a nest and find a bunch of eggs? Or is it just gonna be one? Oh, you see a clip right out of there? Okay, you can only take one. Apparently you can't rob all the local wildlife. But interesting, I do like the egg placements and stuff for the different types of character monsters, presumably. I don't know what they're calling them in this. Monsters, companions, pals. Okay, okay. I love tall vertical ancient ruins. There's just something about that. Maybe it's like Lord of the Rings, like seeing some of the things in Lord of the Rings. It just makes my brain happy. I love seeing that. Like there was some kind of like ancient golden age before it. I do the same thing with like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Like I love just seeing these
Facts.
like massive castles and areas that you got to get to and explore. Like it's just it's awesome. Absolutely love to see it.
Facts.
Okay, we're jumping through a few different biomes here. Nice golden wheat field. That seemed adjacent to the first area, though. Seems a little more in. I'd like to see... Okay, I was literally about to say I'd love to see a different biome here, though. Okay, but one thing I'm noticing... Maybe it was intentional, but the frost biome definitely looked way less dense. Is this a...
It did.
boss fight? Some kind of fairy sprite looking thing? Okay. I liked the counter trigger there on the perfect dodge. I was trying to see there, was there some kind of like intro skill that was like triggered? Oh, I liked that, commanded the creature to fight. Character cooldown on the transition. Okay, perfect dodge. I'm trying to see if there's some kind of trigger for the character swapping. I want to see that. Ooh, Kins. Okay, they're called Kins, I think. Kins attack. That's what just popped up there. Yeah, that ultimate animation is still very good. I'm liking it. Man, I'm okay with the ultimate animations as they are, simply because I find in games if you make an ultimate animation like way too epic or look way too overpowered and then it hits and you do like 10 damage, it's kind of like, what? It makes it feel like really misaligned. So I really want my ultimates to be like proportional to the damage that they deal, and it seems like that is to be the case so far from what I can track.
Facts.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, we're jumping to a different boss fight. Okay. I love fighting like giant beasts like this. This reminds me kind of Monster Hunter. That was a clean transition. Oh, I like the bow. She stayed on field for a brief second there on the transition. So there seems to be like certain abilities that'll stay on field, kind of similar to Wuthering Waves, like we saw with that. Man, that's so, like, I don't know, Final Fantasy is the right, like, JRPG you'd be calling on. Jeez, she looks awesome. Oh, I like the spear on field. Oh my gosh. And they've got farming! Like full-blown, like, base builder stuff here. Yeah, look, there's just a row of furnaces.
Yes,
And they're
sir.
using the kins, I guess I'm gonna call them now, to actually like make it into farmable land using the skills and stuff. There's no way they were inspired by like that. I'm just trying to think of like the timeline of like development. Like they would have had to have a lot of these systems already in operation for like a while now.
If I'm correct, they started last year, licensed. They were licensed in China last year, October 2023 of last year. Um, which in China you can only have a license for a game for a year before you have to launch it. I think that's how it works. I would have to go back and ask some people I know, but that's from what I know how it works. That being said, they had to have a lot of inspiration from a lot of things beforehand, just to make it. But also, even if they got the license last year, that doesn't mean that they just started making it last year. That's just for the licensing. So they probably were making the game beforehand. From what I would like to guess would be a year or two before 2023. I could be wrong, but that's my guess.
Now, for it to be like this polished, right? Unless they just literally went for like a pure vertical slice. But that's like that's exactly like the kind of systems that Power World is pulling out. That's absolutely wild. That's wild to me. I'm still legitimate, like I'm so hung up on the idea, like I want to know how much Power World was an inspiration versus like that they just literally had the same idea about kind of taking an open world anime exploration game.
I don't know how much inspiration it had, but I would like to say that this might have had inspiration from the same game that Power World got their inspiration from. It could be wrong.
Presumably a gacha game with a variety of characters that you're pulling in, so invoking a little bit of Breath of the Wild and Genshin Impact, but then blending that with a lot of the systems of Power World in terms of the farming and getting mounts and flying around the world and using them in combat. Like that's just wild to me. Like that how did they know? Or just they both legitimately have the same idea and we're just kind of seeing them both come to fruition. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts about that in the comments down below. It seems like they're way further along in development than I would have expected on an initial announcement for a game like this. I think my cross comparison here is like Project Mugen, where all we really saw from them was originally like a trailer and then like a very short gameplay demo. But even in that gameplay demo we saw, like didn't feel this fleshed out like we're seeing from Azur Promilia. So like this is absolutely crazy, guys. This is definitely on my radar now. I definitely want to track along with this and kind of see where it goes for sure. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Who made it this far in the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support the channel, you can join on the Patreon. Thank you, and shout out to all the patrons who support this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I want to give you this book for free. It contains the exact roadmap.
Leave me alone, Ad. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Connor, for letting me react to your video. If you see this, you'll have my thoughts on it. And I'm just so happy that I get to react to people. And so, yeah, thank you very much, and have a good day. God bless.